What's up everybody, it's MightyJoeW here, aka Joe Warren, one of the Fireflies, and today I want to talk about why I think the world from Uncharted and The Last of Us are the same, and why we're going to get one game that has both of these worlds and both of these characters. Take what I say with a grain of salt. This is just based off of some rumors, some thoughts, speculations going on in my crazy brain, but I think there's some really good information here while we may see that one day. So the first thing I want to talk about is an article I read on crack.com, which I put the link below so you can check it out in the description. And what they're saying is they think everybody from Uncharted is dead. All the characters, Nathan Drake, all of them, they think everybody is dead. So this premise is based off of the fact that, minor spoiler alert, I'm not going to do any major plot spoilers for anybody who may not have still played Uncharted or The Last of Us. If you haven't, take care of that quickly. But anyway, in the beginning of Uncharted 3 you have a bar fight, and once you're finished you could go look at the newspaper, which talks about the viral outbreak which takes place in The Last of Us. This is an Easter egg that was referring to The Last of Us 2 years before it came out, and Naughty Dog admitted it was a mistake leaving that in the game. They meant to take it out. It kind of ruined the surprise of what game they were working on at the time. But that's kind of cementing that these are the same two worlds. That newspaper was in Uncharted 2011. The Last of Us came 2 years later. So they're saying basically, since that is the same world, and The Last of Us took place in 2013, and then fast forwarded 20 years to 2033, they think everybody from Uncharted is dead. Now Nathan Drake can be running around somewhere, or have some little Nathan Drakes running around somewhere fighting off clickers, but yeah, just based off of that, they could be dead. Now, I'm gonna sit here and not believe that they're dead, or if they are, I think that Naughty Dog would give proper closure to Nathan Drake's story. And again, with this being the same world, that viral outbreak is gonna be taking place sooner or later. And I would love if we could see how Nathan Drake navigated his way through that, and if he ever crossed paths with Joel and Ellie. Who knows, it's a huge world, but it's a small world, it could happen. And then a very interesting commenter, which I'll put their comments below as well, they believe that Nathan Drake may be responsible for the viral outbreak with the events that took place in the first Uncharted, with him opening the coffin and the things he found on the island with the virus that was there. Very interesting comment, and I was like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. So we got these different parallels that are taking place that very well could be leading to the same point. Now, I want to focus on some things outside of the game that has to do with the company that could be a reason that this could take place as well. So the firstly I want to say, I hope that everything is okay at Naughty Dog and at Sony, because you got key personnel that are leaving. Amy Hennig, she left. She's the creative writer for the Uncharted series. Also, you had Justin Richmond. He was the game director for Uncharted 4. He left. You know, and that kind of got my antennas up, and it was a big red flag that the statement that came out was kind of a vague type of blanket statement, because there was rumors that Amy was forced out by the creators of The Last of Us, Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley. And so I didn't know what to think about that. Like I said, it was a rumor, and I'm like, I'm not going to take that as fact because I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Hopefully she wasn't forced out. But that's the story that came out, and you know, again, there was a blanket statement saying that's not what took place. So just based off of that little bit of information I have, I'm just gonna assume for the time being that Neil and Bruce are working on Uncharted 4. So if they are, I could very well see them bringing the two together. Also keep in mind that Nolan North, the voice of Nathan Drake, he worked on The Last of Us. He was the character David, and he also stood in for some other characters throughout the game. So he was with them throughout the process of them coming up with the game. I'm sure if there were any ideas about bouncing back and forth, you know, about a possible bringing the two together, I'm sure he knew something about it, and they might have wanted to run it by him to see what he thought. So the last thing I want to focus on is the Uncharted 4 teaser trailer. It was very vague, but things that was said sounds like it could be referring to the viral outbreak. He mentions saying he lost 15 years. Whoever he's talking to, apparently they left him rotting somewhere. That was a terrible place. And he starts saying that, you know, things are going to collapse around him, things are going to catch up with him, and when it does, he's going to be sifting through the wreckage saying, "You owe me." So again, going back to the dates, 15 years is the key number for me. So this is either taking place 15 years after Uncharted 3, which will be during the viral outbreak, or this is going to be a game in the past. So I'm not sure if they're gonna fool around with the past and do a story that's before everything happened in Uncharted. So I'm just gonna assume that this is 15 years after Uncharted. Everything that's said in that teaser trailer sounds like what's going on in The Last of Us. It sounds like it could be referring to the viral outbreak. So with all of that being said, is this just wishful thinking on my part? Am I crazy? You think I'm on the right track? Please leave a comment below. You can also swing by gamesandkeys.com so you can vote whether you think that this will take place or not, a game that will feature The Last of Us and Uncharted. So make sure to swing by gamesandkeys.com and vote. You know, I would love to see it happen. Hopefully with me putting this information out there, this doesn't affect or change anything. If Naughty Dog was working on that, please keep going. You know, I know everybody's not gonna love that because some people love Uncharted, don't like The Last of Us, and vice versa. I happen to like both a lot. So I think that'll be really cool. Let's do this Avengers style and just get it all together. So yeah, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Every Monday I'm gonna be doing new videos covering different things in the video game industry. Every Wednesday we'll be doing piano tutorials, so you can click on the link and see all my video game piano tutorials. And Friday I'm gonna keep bringing you that heat, give you stuff you could bang in your car, different instrumentals that's based off of video games. Might be sampling different games and doing some behind the scenes work as well. So thank you again for checking it out, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.